Vamos lá. Tenho que sair. Dá para dar um teletransporte. Acre. Outskirt of Baru. Vamos para Baru. Para Baru diretamente.
Rafik.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
Senhor.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Monferat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Okay.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet.
Okay.
That should start you on your way.
Ok.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
E essa luz que veio do nada, homem, é um anjo? Vá. Pensei, não me lembro dos controles. Pensa Informer Challenge. Informer é este maluco, não é?
Oh God, don't kill me! Oh,
Calma.
it's you, Altair. You scared me. Richard's men are after me. 2 of them, to be exact.
Eh?
I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I realized that they were toying with me, so I ran away. You shall be the angel of death and collect their heads before they collect mine. When it is done, I shall tell you of the deal.
Certíssimo. Já foi. Ai. Agora tenho que ir até o outro.
Why is he in such a hurry? What can make someone move so quickly?
I'll have your hands for that! You dirty thief!
Pronto, 2-2. Está feito. 2-2, está feito.
What a relief it is to know that I am safe. Thank you, Master. I tried to make a deal with the Citadel guards to leave the gates open, even when the alarm sounds. I failed you. So now, your only escape from Richard's Citadel will be to climb the fortress walls. Forgive me.
Ué,
This'll teach you nothing.
enfim. Por. Já até aqui, bro. Exatamente. Pronto. Será que é neste? Espero bem que sim. Espero bem que sim. É. Ok.
Let me your ear for a moment, Altair.
Ei, que é isto?
William of
Timer?
Monferat has replaced many of the district's honest merchants with men loyal to his cause. He seeks to weaken faith in King Richard by overcharging honest citizens for poorly crafted goods. These corrupt merchants must be removed.
Ok.
Find their stands and destroy them.
Tenho 3. Virar os dois. Grab and throw.
See anything you like?
Press botão 1. este maluco? Então. Então.
What a peculiar man.
Throw someone. Pega já neste.
You're a dead man!
Eu sou burro, peguei logo neste. Pega nele. Tá. Pimba! Parte o quiosque. Ora é este.
Move.
No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please.
Pronto. Ai, pequena gaja que me estava a pedir dinheiro.
Where was he going like that?
Ah, deixou.
Come back here!
Ai, mano! Sai, 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 sai. Sai, 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 sai. Pois, bro. Aqui é rape.
You're done for. Just give up.
Tem minuto, man.
Anyone see where he went?
Rápido. Ah, porque agora eu brilhei, velho. Só que agora eu brilhei. Mano, vou acabar isto mesmo no limite. Rápido. Rápido. Lá, velho. Ah,
Thank you for the help, Altair. It may
Okay.
seem a small thing you've done today,
sorte.
but it's important nonetheless. This bit of paper should prove useful when you finally face William.
Ok. Pronto, investigação completa.
King Richard promises a bad morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death.
Deve ser.
Stand up, friends!
Okay.
Do not allow yourself to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Monferat.
Lá atrás dele. É um dos objetivos, acho. Fui para um cantinho. O gajo lhe dá porrada, né? Como é que te metes aí num cantinho? Cantinho. Vais-te dar porrada.
For the love of God, what is it that you want? Might you want?
Fala.
Stop! Enough! Enough!
To your field.
What is it you want?
Provide aid
Gold?
to the wounded.
I've a few pieces on me.
Pray for those
Take them.
who sacrifice
Take them and go.
service
It's not
to
gold
the
I
Lord.
seek, but information.
All
I know nothing.
do our
You know
part.
William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
Plague upon
And when will the king be gone?
A plague upon
Today.
his people.
But it won't help you. They're sure to argue. Then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men.
They refuse
He won't
to
see you.
accept him
I already
as their
told you.
savior.
I need to
These
see
men
William.
hold
I never said he needs to
evil
see
in
me.
their hearts.
Then our business
And
is done.
so blessed
Not yet,
Richard,
I'm afraid.
King and
There's one last
Savior,
thing I need from
now
you.
stands
What is it?
against
Your
them,
life.
defending them
Olha.
from their wicked ways.
Feitos.
This is an ill omen.
Pronto. Posso ir para o Baru agora.
Altair, what
Hi,
brings
bro.
you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Oh,
Speak, and I will judge.
vamos lá.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Monferat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Oh. Voltar quando tiver feito. Sim, sim. Isso, vamos. Memória. Vai estar distraído hoje no... lá na fortaleza. O que é que se passa aqui?
3,000 souls.
Esse maluco, o cavalo assim?
I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true.
Aqui.
I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed.
Ai,
now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics?
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Acre's regent, William, sent to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point. But this is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Hey.
Do not let me delay you then.
No afterlife só.
I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World.
New World?
Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
Também posso seguir-vos? Agora, onde é que tenho que ir? Orienta-me, jogo. Orienta-me, é lá para dentro. Feita, mete aqui. Adeus. Isso mesmo.
Hinfort, Bettler!
Opa, amigo. Olé.
Tu n'as rien à faire ici. Fiche-moi le camp.
Such a strange man.
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez.
Nem tem gente aqui, imagina.
Assassin! Don't let him get away! Je parie qu'il nous observe.
Vocês já sabem que sou eu? Oh.
Leave, peasant, before I make...
It's forbidden for you to be here. Slack and lazy. Never.
You're a dead man!
You lack conviction.
Don't you know you've
Toma.
How is this possible? You die here!
This is your fault. You brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication is what makes us up, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems, but no more. We will train harder and more often. If this means missing meals, missing sleep,
Why don't you come out and play
should
for a
you
bit?
fail in these tasks,
Here,
you will learn the true meaning of discipline.
There he goes! Stop
Bring
him!
them
Come
forward.
back here!
If I must make examples of some of you to ensure obedience,
You'll never get away!
so you are not allowed to be.
Olá, meu caro colega. Saia, não.
Don't you know you've already lost?
Mano, onde é que eu me vi, Matias? Onde é que estes gajos vão? Ah, um só, mano. Um de cada vez. De cada vez. Os gajos são fortes, já vi. Sei. Tá. Para o máximo possível. Mano, é tipo o Edge daqueles dos capacetes. São difíceis. Eu meti-me aqui numa seita que não é bonita. Então. Estive aqui numa seita e é brincadeira. Porra. É horrível. E não tenho hipótese. Toma tudo. Eu? Bem? Ah, soco não, tem que ser espadada. Pronto, morri. Isso! Mano! Eu já recuperei mais 2 barrinhas. Ok, descobri. Relembrei o controle. Toma. Toma. Não. Mas é maluco. Não, costas não, Zé. Tenho das costas. Partes. Foi só assim, Zé. Só assim, Zé. Toma. Ah, nas costas, mano, outra vez. Eia. Pardas. Sai das costas, Zé. Ah, não. Faltas tu, não é? Tu és o gajo que eu tenho que matar. Ai. Toma. Toma. Mano. Que?
Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Appa for your son Conrad.
For Conrad? My son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Oncino is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial.
Mano, que
Acre
combo
does
agora.
not belong to either of them. The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
Mata-o logo. Está feito. Ah.
What news?
William of Monferat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Acre from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Acre for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces
I should discuss this with Al-Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Aqui cheira-me a trafolhice. Gajo. Al-Muallim está. Está a ser trafolho. Está a ser trafolho. Under Pier, obrigado pelo follow. Pelo sub. Follow. Ah. Pelo subiste é follow, mano. Opa.
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
Opa.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver.
Oh.
I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
Huh?
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nutjobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do?
I don't know.
Lucy.
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now.
On my way, Doctor.
Oi.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
Estranho. E? Atrás de mim?
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Tá zangado, homem.
Let's go, Mr.
Cala-te. Oi.
When you are exposed, throwing soldiers from rooftops.
Oh, gajo. Oh, velho.
I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention.
Hey.
One in Akka, known as Sibrand. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Okay, yes. Isso eu não sei. Dance break. Vai me chamar para fazer dance break, ok? Ok.
You are filth!
Tô louco outra vez.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
Nope, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search.
There's
also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
A sul. Dá sul. A Torre de Guardas. Este hospital. É possível. Confio. Aí está. Não, não.
I've got better things to do.
My
families sit and
No,
die.
you don't understand.
Could you
I
spare a
have
few
nothing.
coins? Please, can't you spare something?
I'm poor and
É esse maluco.
What is that?
Please, sir, have any money? I'm so hungry. There he is!
Parem, Zé. Não tirou essa pedra.
I'm so hungry. Just a little money.
Não estou. Ok, tá aqui o maluco.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning.
E meio?
Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemaier, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemaier and get that letter.
Just a few coins, please.
Deixa tudo, vamos pelos... Siga. Tem que chegar lá rápido. Ori. Entra.
What's got him so bad? Need something?
Da frente, aqui da frente.
Could you spare a few coins?
He's going to run someone. Get a rejection.
Let me go.
He's going to hit someone.
Óbvio.
There will be no stopping him.
Sai.
We must what's going on? What's he running from? What's got into him? What's he running from? Birinden kaçıyor olmalı.
Somebody help me.
What are you hollers?
Help! Please help!
Out here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Marseille.